What's up everybody, my name is Andy and today we're doing something a little bit different. There's no captain choices to be made, we're not worrying about injuries, Morata's out, we're not going to care about that today. Today is a video about updates and 5,000 subscribers, yes that's right, about maybe a week ago now we hit 5,000 subscribers. This video is probably a little bit late, we were already like 200 past that at this point. But I still wanted to make a video because it was quite a significant number for me. I know in kind of YouTube these days where people are getting millions and millions of views a day sometimes in some cases, 5,000 subscribers is not a lot. I mean the most subscribed person is over 50 million on YouTube, but to me it's still a big number and something I was not expecting to hit this year. When I first streamed, which was probably, I think it was 30th of December last year, so 30th of December 2016, my aim was to get maybe 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, not kind of realising how much it would take off at the start of the season if I continued it. So 5,000 subscribers was not what I was expecting. Earlier in the season, or pre-season to the season we're currently in, I was looking and thinking, are we actually going to hit that 1,500 mark? We're getting close, but I don't know if we're going to hit it. Maybe it'll be later on in the season, maybe next year we'll hit it. And now we're at 5,000 and the numbers just seem to be increasing every day. I'm not quite sure why. I wish I knew. Maybe it's the consistency. I've had a bit more consistency this year in the type of videos I'm doing. People seem to enjoy that. But I just wanted to say thank you. Obviously, I can't name everyone individually, but anyone that's watched the videos either from day one or if you've just recently joined, it's really appreciated. I know some people have been in the stream since day one. There's some people who are in the first stream who've seen every single one since. I'm not going to name all of them because I will definitely forget some people, but appreciate them, especially the guys that moderate on the chat and the streams, because most of the time people in my chat are really cool, but there are sometimes you get a few idiots, so fair play to them for helping me moderate, because I just can't do it all the time when I'm spouting off or chatting rubbish during the stream. So thanks everyone. And I know I always say like, favourite, subscribe, retweet, all that stuff, but it does help. It helps get the videos and the channel noticed, and that helps them to grow. And maybe as it grows further and further, we can kind of improve it. I've got some ideas which I'm not going to go through today, but maybe when it gets a bit bigger, I've got a bit more time for stuff like that, then we can grow the channel. So yeah, continue to like, continue to subscribe if you are already. It'd be really appreciated. Also got to thank, I suppose, Mark and Johnny, Fantasy Football Scout, because although I've been doing these streams on my own quite a lot, I'm sure a lot of people, especially, you know, I started off with a bit of a Twitter following anyway, I'm sure a lot of those people there have come from when I was on the Scoutcast, so still doing that, still really enjoying that, so thanks to those guys for having me on, and let me kind of practice talking. I think doing the streams and doing the videos, like right now, looking dead at the camera and speaking, I think that's improved a lot. If I go back and watch my first streams, I was very quiet, very nervous, didn't really know what to say. I think I'm a bit more confident these days, so hopefully again I'll just improve on that as we keep going. So thanks to everyone. 5,000 subscribers, like I say, it's not huge in the grand world of YouTube, but to me it's huge. Next step is 10,000. If we can get that this season, perfect. If we can get it before the year, even better, but I think that'll be tough, especially when I provide you with a few more updates later on. So next up, I suppose, is do you want some kind of Q&A? I know a lot of people, they hit a milestone, they do a Q&A, not necessarily an FPL one, it might just be stuff you want to get to know about me. Obviously, there's stuff I can't say, there's stuff I'm not going to want to talk about, but ask the questions. If there's enough questions to make a video out of it, then I'll do that. Because it's the international break this week, or for the next 2 weeks, I probably will do an FPL Q&A video. I did try and do them weekly. I actually ended up only doing 1 week. Unfortunately, I just didn't realise how much time they were going to take. So in the international break, I'm going to do one of those. But this will be a separate Q&A about anything. It doesn't have to be FPL related. You decide the question. I'll decide if I can make a video out of it. And then we'll go from there. So if you see me looking down, it's because I've got some notes here to look at to remind me about what to talk about in this video. So Q&A is done. I suppose an update on videos. So I feel like I've got some consistency going now. So the main premise is a stream once the game week's finished. A stream just before the game week started, preferably on Thursday. I know some people prefer the Friday ones, but the thing I don't like about that is, one, it means I have to have my Friday night doing streaming, which isn't a problem, but it's nice to have it off. And two, it means there's less time for people to get to watch it. If I do it on Thursday, then they've got Friday to watch it and Saturday morning. Whereas if I do it Friday night, they've got to catch it that night. Otherwise, the video almost becomes useless. That's the kind of only downside to doing FPL YouTube videos. Like if you do, I don't know, let's say you do a gaming channel, then a lot of your videos can still be relevant like a year on or so on, like a year or two later. Whereas FPL, your videos are only up to date for that week. So once you finished, once I do that video, that stream on Friday, it's then kind of useless by Sunday. So I like doing it a little bit earlier to get people in. And then obviously I've got the review. Just go through my team, kind of thoughts on what's happened that game week, what I'm looking at doing, and the preview where I delve a bit deeper into it and actually let you know my transfers, captain choice stuff. So let me know in the comments below if you like that. Let me know in the comments below any questions you've got for the Q&A. That'd be appreciated. But I think, yeah, consistency is key here. People know what's coming every week. It's not always on the same days. That's another annoying thing about FPL is if you did a set, like I'll just use gaming as an example because I watch some gaming channels. You can kind of set out a video, yeah, Monday I'm going to do this, Friday's going to be this, Wednesday's going to be this. But with FPL, because like the games finish on Monday sometimes, I know I did last week, I did the review a bit earlier because my team had finished, but that's not always the case. And it is nice to sometimes get the rank updates to see who's played, because if Sanchez had gone mad in that Monday game after I made the review, then perhaps the review comes quite a bit different. We talk about Sanchez, maybe I think about bringing him in. So yeah, I've got to be a bit more... flexible when it comes to FPL and do the videos as and when I can. But I feel like I'm being quite consistent. Whether I can keep that up when there's only 2 or 3 days between a game week over Christmas, it remains to be seen. I might start combining videos, maybe do one stream looking back and looking forward, and then a review and preview into one. But I'll worry about when I get there. I want to try and stay kind of as consistent as possible because I think you guys are enjoying it. If you're not, let me know in the comments below. And then I suppose another update would be I'm moving house. I've signed a contract for the house. It's currently being, well, not tiled as we speak, but he'll be back tomorrow to tile it again. It could be in less than a month when I move in or get the chance to move in. Now, if you've watched my streams, you know I've talked about the internet there. It's not great. Where I am now is really nice. It's like fibre broadband up to like 350 meg or something like that. Perfectly enough to like play games, stream, whatever. But the house I'm moving to doesn't have fibre broadband. It does have like Ethernet connection, obviously. It's not dial-up or anything like that. I don't think most places are now. But we're going from like 350 meg to maybe up to 8 meg. And when people say up to, it's never up to. I have up to 350. It's more like 100, 150. If I go to up to 8 to 10, it's going to be more like 2 to 4. So we'll see if it's good enough for streaming. Fingers crossed it is, because I don't want to give that up. But I suppose more than just internet connection, obviously moving house is quite stressful. There's a lot to do. We've already started packing, luckily, because we know quite far in advance that we're going. We've already started, so I'm kind of packing. I'm not having to rush it all at once, but there is a chance that in between moving, in between getting stuff set up, I am going to miss out some videos. Unfortunately, that's just life. I'm going to try and limit it as much as possible. My plan is probably to keep the computer and the internet connection here live until I move out of this house fully, and then if it's not turned on at the new house, I just won't move the computer, and maybe I can just come here and do some of the videos before going back to the other house. But not to bore you too much longer on this subject, the other house is quite far away from where I am now, so that would become a bit of a pain, but I will do it as much as I can. I don't want to sit here and promise that I'm going to have videos every day, every week, but I feel like consistency has been key, and I will try and keep that up as much as possible. Just bear with me while I'm moving house. But I'll have my own little room there for this stuff. Hopefully I'll have something cool to hang next to Shane Long, who's just here somewhere. Actually quite funny, my missus shouted up to me earlier because she's been tidying. If you could see down to my left now, you'd see how like messy it is in this room. She was like, "Shall I take Shane Long down from the wall?" And that's not something I thought I'd ever hear, but there we go. Shane Long's up, and we're going to move in house, and he's going to be coming with me. So we'll see what the new room looks like. Hopefully I can fit everything in and have a bit of a nicer background than an armchair that's had sellotape on it for the last couple of weeks. Moving on, last thing really. Now you can turn off now if you want. I'm going to be talking about donations. And this isn't going to be a selling piece. I'm not going to sit here telling you why you should donate, why you shouldn't, what the options are. I am going to go through the options, sorry. The main reason for this is people actually keep asking me how they can donate. Now, that's not everyone, and you might not believe it. There are some people who have asked me, how can I donate here? I can't use this. Is there another way I can do it? Do you use Patreon and stuff like that? So I just want to chat about it really quickly. Patreon I've looked at. I know a few people said they'd like to donate that way. I've just not set it up yet because you're supposed to do perks and stuff for that, so people who subscribe through Patreon get extra stuff. One, I'm not sure I've got the time to offer extra stuff. Surely I could set up like a league and stuff like that, but I don't know if that's the kind of value that people want. So yeah, I'm going to have to look at Patreon, maybe as an option down the line. I especially don't want to do it now when it's like a monthly subscription, and I'm potentially not going to be able to make the videos as consistently over the next couple of months until I'm settled into the new house. So that's an idea, but I don't want to do it right now. Straight up PayPal donation, yes, I could do that. Again, I'm not really set out. The two ways I've got for people is Super Chat. So on the streams, there's a little $ under the chat if you're on a PC. or basically if you're on a web browser or if you're on an Android phone. It doesn't work on iOS yet. But you click that $sign, and then depending on how much you donate, you can write a message. And then if you go past a certain colour, like I think if you go past the blue colour, which is like a £2 donation, the next one's 5 and up, and they kind of stay highlighted at the top of the chat. So that's one way to do it. People have used that. They seem to like it. Or there's sponsor the stream, so that's like a monthly subscription. If you've ever watched Twitch channels, it's basically the same thing as subscribing there. Obviously, YouTube have different kind of subscribers because that's subscribing to a channel. This is sponsor the stream. You'll have seen it probably. It's come up recently. I've enabled it. So you pay a monthly subscription, and that just keeps on rolling. You get a special icon next to your name, and then eventually, if there's enough, you get certain emojis you can use in the chat. Just things like that. Again, I've not even barely mentioned it on the stream, but that's an option there. People are asking me donations. That's it. I'm not saying anymore. I'm not selling it to you. Whatever. We'll go from there. Super chats are cool though. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. Like I said, thanks again, 5,000 subscribers. Really appreciate it now. I've kind of got the drive to get to 10,000 and beyond now. Like I said, I thought I was going to get one. Well, I hoped I would get 1,000 by the end of 2017. We're kind of, like 3 months, 4 months off the end of this year, and we're already on 5k. It's possible to get 10k by then. I think that'll be a struggle, but by the end of the season, for sure, I think we can hit it as long as we remain consistent. So, fingers crossed the internet at the new house is good enough. Eventually I'll get a new PC and maybe I can do some cooler stuff with that, because right now it's like nearly 6 years old, and I'm surprised it's still going, to be honest, and I hope I haven't jinxed it. But there we go. So yeah, I'm not going to keep babbling on too much longer. Thanks for 5,000 subscribers. Make sure to hit the like button as always if you've enjoyed this, and subscribe if you want more. Leave the comments below about what you think about the video consistency, the type of videos that I'm doing, and also if you've got any Q&A questions that aren't necessarily FPL related, that'd be cool too. And then I'll probably put a tweet out for the FPL Q&A if I get time to do one this week. Fingers crossed I will, but who knows what's going to happen this international break. I've just been packing clothes into a suitcase for the last hour and a half, so that's been exciting. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to say thanks one more time, even though it's been like a million times I've done it so far. Thanks for tuning in. Next stream will be next Thursday, and I'll have previews before that, and then I'll maybe have a video or two in between, hopefully. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks as always for tuning in, and keep on subscribing. That was awful. Bye.